Today's lesson is on how do we add expressions. Sophia and Olive each deposit $120 to open a joint account. Sophia deposits $150 each month, and Olive deposits $130 each month. Write an expression to represent the amount deposited by each person after M months. The amount of money in the joint account combined after M months is what? Take a second to copy down the question. So we're going to start by writing an expression for Sophia and for Olive. Each person deposits $120. Sophia does $150 each month. Olive does $130 each month. So that means Sophia starts with $120 plus the $150 that she does each month. And it says after M months, so I have to use my variable M, and I do not have to state what M stands for. Now Olive also begins with that same $120, but Olive only adds on $130 each month, so we have 130 M. So these are my two expressions for Sophia and Olive. Now I need to find the amount of money in the joint account combined. Combined means together. So we're going to take Sophia's 120 plus 150 M, and we're going to add that to Olive's, which is 120 plus 130 M. So I put each expression in their own set of parentheses. Now I'm going to get rid of my parentheses using the distributive property. There's nothing in front of this parentheses, so I can just bring that down. 120 plus 150 M. Now in front of my second parentheses, I have this plus sign. There's an imaginary 1 there, so I'm going to distribute that positive 1. When I distribute that positive 1, I get 120 plus 130 M. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 120 plus 120. When I combine those, I have 240. Plus 150 M and plus a 130 M. When I combine those, I have 280 M. So this expression represents the amount of money in the account combined after M months. Find the sum of the following expression. 9.74C minus 250 plus negative 5.48P plus 123.67C. Take a second to copy down the question. Now, I'm going to do the same process. In front of this first parentheses, there's nothing there for me to distribute, so I can just bring the 9.74C minus 250 down. In front of this other parentheses, I have this plus sign. There's an imaginary 1 there, so I'm going to distribute that positive 1 to everything inside the parentheses. Positive 1 and negative 5.48 gives me a negative 5.48p. Positive 1 and a positive 123.67c gives me a positive 123 28.67c. Now I'm going to look for like terms. 9.74c plus 123.67c are like terms. When I combine those, I have 133.41c. Minus 250 has no like term, so I can just bring that down. And minus 5.48p has no like terms, so I can also just bring down that. Now this is my simplified expression that represents the sum. And the last question, what is the sum of 72.3x minus 45 and 12.6? Take a second to copy down the question. Now the key word here is sum. Sum, we need to know, means to add. So I'm going to add these two expressions. 72.3x minus 45 is going to go in its own set of parentheses, plus 12.6x in its own set of parentheses. Now I'm going to do the same process. In front of this expression, there's nothing, so I can just bring down the 72.3x minus 45. In front of my second parentheses, I have this plus sign. There's an imaginary 1 there, so I can distribute that, and I just left with 12.6x. Now I look for my like terms. 72.3x and 12.6x are like terms. When I combine those, I end up with 8884.9x. Minus 45 has no like terms, so that can just come down. So this is my sum of those two expressions.